Hello, welcome to Squishy Vision, where I am about to react to the Christmas special trailer, Joy to the World. We've talked enough about this in the previous reaction video, I think, and it's 10 minutes to midnight, and I want to react to the Section 31 trailer, and I think that's about all the trailers I need to catch up on. Then go to bed in enough time to get to work tomorrow morning, which I need to be at for what time do I need to be at work for? What day are we on? 10:30, which I mean isn't too like early, but early enough, I think, that we don't want to get too carried away. I think so. Let's see what this trailer has to offer us, shall we? Button.
Is this Christmas?
Yes, we're doing a special Christmas everywhere all at once.
Oh, God.
Ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte?
Who are you?
Wrong room. We are on a top secret mission.
What?
Who are you then?
Joy.
Top name Joy?
Thank you.
How do I get to be you? You'll find out.
Who are you?
You'll find out. What do I do? Where do I go? We'll find out. Oh, do you see? You have to be mysterious all the time. That's why everyone leaves you. That is why you were always alone.
Promises to keep.
We can do this.
What's the biggest mystery?
And miles to go before I sleep.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe.
Well, so the teaser trailer gave us a small snippet of the plot, and not kind of much else detail to go on. This very much expands on that. So I think we get basically a slice of the pie in the Children in Need preview, because this suggests a whole wider degree of spectrums, and which is very consistent with what Stephen Moffat does. And it's obviously a flip of the coin as to whether he goes too far with it and ends up putting too many I was gonna say eggs in a pile, but that's not a phrase. But you get what I'm trying to say. Or he weaves together something sufficiently like engrossing. But like, I think the premise is simple. We have a hotel, and in this hotel there is different doors that go to different hotels in like space-time. And so by going into these different doors, you can access different scenarios. And I think we obviously get the part we saw in Children in Need, where they go to the Jurassic era. He's clearly extended a bit on a train. There's a bit where he meets himself somehow, so maybe he's in the hotel at a different time, or you know, because obviously the rooms are different. There's like two doors to the same hotel, and he like crosses between them. Something is going on. And then also we have the plot that we kind of were informed of in the preview, which is there is this device which is going to basically absorb all the life on the planet in order to charge up and make a sun, the sun seed kind of thing. So let's, I don't know, go through this clip by clip and see if we can tear anything out. That's the wrong button.
Is this Christmas?
So yeah, the Time Hotel. Presumably every room in this hotel goes to a different era. That's the kind of premise.
Yes, we're doing a special.
And obviously, because it's a Christmas episode, there's gonna be a Christmas theme, and that's they've chosen Christmas as their kind of theme.
Christmas everywhere all at once.
Oh, God.
cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte.
So we see that sequence in the Children Need special Children Need preview, or one of the previews that I watched actually, might not have been a Children Need one, where he goes to different kind of rooms, offers this, and is waiting until he finds the right person. And he's not quite, it seems to be he's not quite sure what he's looking for. He just knows the person that they're looking for will accept the cheese and onion toasty and a pumpkin latte.
Say,
Who are you?
Ow, my tooth.
Wrong room. We
That is a futuristic London. I was like, I'm sure I recognise some buildings in the landscape, and then I saw obviously the London Bridge, and then other kind of like taller things. Hello, E-Chines, your messages are not appearing on my screen. I shouldn't have fixed that. There we go. Thank you for identifying that bug. What else am I missing actually? I'm missing some other things. Cool. Okay, well that's fixed. Hello, Ryan. I think I said hello. E-Chines, that's not your name. So yeah, futuristic London. The graphics in this shot aren't spectacular. Maybe they'll be better for the episode. Maybe it's just standard BBC budget.
are on a top secret
And there's obviously the sequence we saw in the clip that's already been released.
mission.
What?
Who are you then?
Joy.
Top name Joy?
Thank you.
Obviously, it's a given that trailers will have clips from different scenes put together to suggest a conversation that we know isn't actually taking place. But this one is particularly egregious in that this is clearly her not thanking the doctor for complimenting her name, but something a bit more emotional than that. Throughout this trailer, the keying isn't fantastic. Doctor Who has done better chroma key than it's doing in this trailer, but maybe it'll be polished up in the next 13 days.
How do I get to...
I mean, there's definitely the potential of doing some pretty fun sequences and action bits where I imagine him throwing a rope towards us and it going and catching that piece of rock and pulling it towards the door are not the same kind of reverse shots, but there are some, I think, fun potentials of mixing and matching different people from history, different objects from history. Who knows what kind of fun stuff will come up.
To be you, you'll find...
And then this is this prolonged sequence where he talks to himself, which is always risky to do in a Doctor Who episode. Moffat's done it before, at least once, maybe a few times. I think obviously the Big Bang is the big one that kind of sticks out. Others, I don't think it's something that should be done too often, so there must be a good reason, I think, for them to do it here, because it can very easily become quite. Oh, what's the way? Just empty.
Find out.
Who are you?
You'll find out. What do I do? Where do I
And obviously we have the rule of three with a running gag.
go?
Oh, who's that hologram?
How do I get to be you? You'll find out.
Who are you?
You'll find out. What do I do?
I'm not quite sure I recognize the person in the hologram. Oh no, it's the concierge from the beginning.
We'll find out. Oh, do you see? You have to be mysterious all the time. That's why everyone leaves you.
That's the sequence from the opening title sequence.
Oh, do you see?
So I think it's gonna be a sequence where the Doctor from different times and days goes and investigates something, and then eventually the plot happens. That happens quite often in Doctor Who.
You have to be mysterious all the time.
That shot is from the title sequence. You thought we won't notice, but we did.
That's why everyone leaves you.
And obviously that's a shot from the last episode of Doctor Who, rather than from this episode of Doctor Who.
That is why you.
That's it. Also from the title sequence. You're just padding time by throwing shots from the title sequence into the trailer.
Always alone.
That's a bit harsh. So I'm not entirely sure this is like. I don't know. It feels like there's something else in this competition happening. Cause that's a bit of a harsh criticism to give himself, and I don't think the competition immediately before warrants it. Q, probably someone on the internet complaining about Ncuti Gatwa crying too much, as if we should be stigmatizing people crying. Spoilers, we shouldn't. It's fine. People emote. People cry. I've cried.
Promises to keep.
And miles to go before I sleep. I will. I'm a big fan of the Robert Frost poem. The woods are cold. No, wait, hang on. The woods are cold, dark and deep. I forget the line. Something along the lines of the woods are cold, dark and deep. And I've got promises to keep, but miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. I'm really a big fan of that poem. So I wonder if they're quoting that in this, or it's just coincidence that it's the same line, because it is the thing people say.
We can do this.
What's the biggest?
Yeah, I think that's kind of confirming that we're going to have an episode where they move between different kind of set pieces quite often.
Mystery in the known universe.
That again is another shot from the title sequence, and then obviously we've seen this clip before. Yeah, that's alright trailer. Nothing like hugely revealing is kind of hinted at. Nothing that kind of links to any kind of previous plotline other than what we already know about Villengard and the Silurians. So yeah, but this is the trailer for Joy to the World. So yeah, I think that's me done. Thanks for watching. I'm now gonna set up a reaction to the Section 31 trailer, and I think we then call it a night. So get out of my house.